The Wire is about the drug war, and I wish 15 years later that The Wire were anachronistic as a whole, and that there was nothing it could say now to our present moment that it was trying to say then. Unfortunately, this is America, and, you know, we are as we were.
The way I got into The Wire was David had read one of my novels. He says, I got this, I just sold this show to HBO about drug dealers and cops in Baltimore. And that's what he said. He didn't oversell it or anything. And of course, the show's a lot bigger than that.
And it was pretty pure on the part of HBO to let us just go. We didn't have a lot of notes. What notes we had, we could usually shoot down because we'd say, oh no, it'll make sense by episode 4.
If we're doing our job, and obviously the shows were coming out right, then they gave us a lot of leeway.
A lot went right. And the cast was also indicative of that, because nobody was saying, listen, the only way to drive this thing is to get a couple of movie stars who want to do TV. And it was like, you know, we'll just take the best actor. Nobody's got to be famous.
And I think The Wire is really a very funny show. If you hang out with cops, they're extremely funny people. And then on the street, there's a poetry in that humor.
This look like money, motherfucker? Money be green.
I had an unofficial deal with David that I would write the penultimate episode every season, which is where a lot of people happen to get killed. It got to the point where the actors didn't want to read my scripts, you know.
Anybody who spend their time witnessing shit, you're gonna get got. That's the way things go around here.
We didn't lie. There would have been any number of places where we could have been hyperbolic and made a more dramatic drama.
If you're watching a show involving police, usually the protagonists win in the end. And that's not what happens. And so we just tried to stay true to life.
Even the places where we were being completely fictive, it's all rooted in real credible research that says, if this were going to happen, this is how it would happen.
It's relevant today, this thing about, you know, what is real news and what is not real news. And I think we're a little bit ahead of that.
We used Baltimore as a schematic to argue about where we are.
And that's what I think we did best in the show, is, just in my opinion, is showing people the real machinations of a city and why things are the way they are.
TV needs more of that. It needs more people sitting down in writers' rooms and saying, why are we making this show and what do we hope to say at the end? Take all the problems as addressed in The Wire and ask yourself the final question. You know, what is it we're paying attention to?